Now that we have your bow put together, let's go ahead and cover the maintenance. You'll need the premium lubricant with the foam applicator, your string wax, and your rail and trigger lube. So to start with, I would take the wax, and you're going to want to wax anywhere that you have open strands. You'll notice wrapping around out by the wheels and across the middle. That's served sections. We don't want to wax that. We just want to do the open exposed parts. So just run it on there and then burnish it in with your fingers and hit both sides of the center serving, and then hit your cables as well. And again, we're going to burnish that in between our fingers and thumbs to make sure that soaks in nicely. Get as close up to the barrel as you can there as well, because those cables will move inside that cable saver in there. So once we're done there, we'll go ahead and get that closed up. For the premium lubricant, it is a foam applicator, and you want to just get the foam applicator saturated with the lubricant, and then you just take the foam applicator and run it all across the strings and cables, the entire area. You can even do out around the tracks on the cams, and then just take that right up and down the barrel as well. You can spread it out with your finger for a little bit more even application. Get all the way back by the trigger box. So we're all set there with the premium lube and the foam applicator. And then you take your rail trigger lube, and you can use this less frequently, but certainly several times a year, especially if you've been out in inclement weather. Take a drop and put it right behind the safety knob, and then I typically will run that back and forth a couple times to spread that lube out. Also, another good spot is going to be right here at the bearing on the cams. Put a drop at each point there. And then I also will flip this over and put a drop right behind the trigger and just let it sit there for a few minutes upside down, and that will draw that oil down into the lower parts of the trigger. And you're all set.